What's up, guys? Welcome to the new channel. I have a separate channel with short films that I post every now and again, but I decided it'd probably be best to start a new channel because I'm really dialed in on this fitness stuff and I didn't really want to bury my other content. So I was like, yeah, let's just start a new separate channel and put our stuff on there. So that's what we're doing. And for a first video, I thought a good first video would just kind of be to tell you my story, how I lost weight, and my journey with fitness. Diving right in, I just feel like it's safe to say that the weight kind of came on because of COVID and lack of movement, excessive eating. I want to say it peaked around 7th, 8th grade, kind of in that freshman year era. And I remember stepping on the scale and seeing it shoot past 220 and just being like, stepping back off and be like, nope, never again. So I don't think I ever stepped on the scale again until I started losing weight, just because of how discouraging it was. And I didn't want that, so I just didn't face the facts. I remember going to the doctors and they would kind of walk me through where I was at, and they'd show me that little line that shows, oh, here's my weight increasing naturally and then skyrocketing. And they're like, this is where you're at. It's at a stage you're clinically obese and you need to cut back. And me just not doing anything about it, pretty much, just ignoring them. But yeah, so fast forward to sophomore year, because I think the heaviest was kind of in that area. I went back to physical school after having done virtual school for a while. And that's kind of when I realized that people were all fitter than I was. I was heavier than most of the people in my age group. So that's kind of when it started to hit, but I never really did anything about it my sophomore year. I just kind of was more conscious about it. So my junior year is when I kind of finally decided to do something about the weight. And I can specifically remember the night, like, sitting on my bedroom floor and just being like, it's time to lock in. Like, I'm done. And I had tried diets, I had tried exercising in the past, but it always would go a week. I would get discouraged and then give up and usually end up getting even heavier because of excessive eating due to the depression, I guess you could call it. So yeah, my junior year, I had that night realization and I started working out daily of some sorts, just some sort of activity that would get my heart rate up. And I remember I cut everything. So I didn't really know much about dieting or how to diet properly. So I just remember I cut every stereotypical bad for you thing out of my life, like candy, soda, sugar, things that were processed and such. So that's kind of just what I did. And I know they tell you, don't overload yourself. Don't take it in all at once because you'll overwhelm yourself and then you'll end up quitting. I didn't. I usually would, but I didn't end up doing that. It worked for me. It might not work for everybody, but it worked for me. And I did lose the weight. So I stayed really consistent for a long time, and in the first 6 months, I lost 70 pounds of weight. So really, I was going from clinically obese to finally being at a healthy weight that I was happy with. And so yeah, that was about a year ago, and there was also a point in December of 2024 where I kind of was like, yeah, I'm happy with the way I look. I think I can stop dieting. I think I can stop exercising and, just kind of maintain this weight. No, so I put on another 15 pounds, went back up to 165 area, and I was like, oh, okay, so it's not one of those things where I can just kind of coast along at a weight that I want to be at. And I realized that I had to work hard. I'm at a place that I'm happy with, and now I'm just kind of trying to push for a little more progress. I'm very focused on my running right now. I like running, and I would like to get my 5K times down and my running times down. But yeah, I know a lot more about health foods and how to eat properly, and I'm a lot healthier with the way that I diet and exercise. And really, I'm trying to learn just as much as everybody else. I'm always, open to new exercises, new ideas, and I'm happy to kind of hopefully start this community where I can not only learn things, but hopefully I can teach the things that I have learned or the things that have worked for me. So funny enough, I'm actually coming down with something right now. I have a bit of a sore throat and a stuffy nose. So I don't know how much hardcore exercise I'll be doing, but I definitely intend to continue posting consistently to this channel. So like I said, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, all that good stuff so that you can keep up to date with my content. And yeah, this is just something I'm really excited about. I hope you guys enjoyed my journey and you got some motivation out of hearing my story. So that's going to do it for this one, and I will hopefully see you guys soon.